Welcome to another exciting episode of Two Bar Connection. If your host Jesse and
James, what's going on, everybody?
What is going on, indeed? So for today's episode, we have a story. Well, many stories. We all kind of converged them all together on Highguard. How has it been marketed? The weird-ass marketing strategy behind it. What's been its rocky launch and its reception? We also have Stop Killing Games has passed a 1.2 or 1.3 million verified signatures, which is great news. We also have former Ubisoft VP suing Ubisoft for forceful removal, which is not so good news for Ubisoft. But we have, oh my god, even worse news for the entire industry as their entire drop stops because investors are fucking morons. And then unfortunately, we also have some more layoffs hitting Starbreeze and Wildgate developers. We also have, finally, Valve getting sued by the UK government for 900 million smackaroos. But before let's get into all that, how have you been?
I've been doing pretty good, man. It's actually been pretty busy. We were supposed to record like 3 days ago, but a mixture of laziness and life having problems that pop up has caused us to kind of delay it. But now we're here. We're here and we're chilling. Everything is good though. Working on applications still. I just finished mine for the University of Tennessee in Chattanooga, so we'll see how that goes. I'm waiting on some letters of recommendation, but the due date I think is like mid-March, so unless these guys take like a whole last month to write my letter, which I don't think is the case.
Let's hope not.
Nah. They're pretty quick with my other applications. So.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, so they should be fine. But that's pretty much it. I've hopped back onto Arc Raiders, and I'm having a grand old time. I was just telling Jesse, I sent them a picture. They released a new skin called the Sandwalker skin. And it's essentially their version of Paul Atreides' still suit. Jesse's gonna pull it up now. It's hilarious. Oh my god.
Sandwalker's right. Sandwalker.
Yeah, it's called the Sandwalker. Also, I took a screenshot and I sent it to DM. Yeah, there it is right there. So now you can cosplay as a Fremen on Arc Raiders.
Yo, Lisan al-Gaib!
Lisan al-Gaib! Oh god, so fucking funny. Yeah, that's it for me, bro. How about you? How have you been?
I've been doing pretty good. I've been playing some more Romantic Saga 2, and let me tell you, dude, that game is impressive because it is a remake of a game from 1993, and it is insane, like how big of a game it is, and how unorthodox it is compared to most JRPG games because it is so open ended. You can go. It's practically an open world game. It's not open world in the sense that you can like walk wherever you want. Like everything is like zone based. But you can go to any zone you want to at any point in time, and there's very few restrictions on where you can go, and what quests you can do in what order you want. So it's really cool that there's so many different ways to approach different areas that you can go to, and a lot of times it even has like effects on what can happen. Like there's one quest line where the king has to like choose his successor. And if you don't do the quest though in time, then what ends up happening is the advisor ends up taking over and selling out the kingdom to the fiends. And then from there you have to try and rescue the kingdom from them. But I chose the successor, so I'm good. I had a feeling I'm like if I don't do this, I feel like somebody's gonna fuck up because my first inclination, because I didn't know the game was that serious about that until I did the monk quest early in the game. And the monk was like, hey man, like whatever you do, just don't kill all the monsters, okay? Just kill the one we're having struggle with, and then we'll kill the rest of them so we can, redeem our honor within the people. And I didn't think much of that at the time, because when you beat the monster, all of a sudden the game's like, oh, you hear like another stronger monster in the distance. I'm like, oh, okay, shit, so I'll go and kill it, right? So then you go over there and kill it. I'm sure they'll get like an extra reward, because that's how most games work. It's like, oh, if you do optional stuff, you get an extra reward. But then you kill the guy, you kill the stronger monster, and then you come back and the monk's fucking pissed at you. He's like, what the fuck? Like, now everyone's pissed at us. They think we're bitches, so I'm gonna fight you now. So yeah, you have to fight him.
Oh my god, dude. I didn't realize it was like that. Shit.
Yeah, and he's a recruitable class, so you can actually like miss him if you don't. Dude, I mean, I still got him because there's a loophole around. You can wait till later on. He'll join you, and then if you make him a king, then you can get his access to the class.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah, but like it's a delay, like it's a massive delay. But like if you don't know about that, then you're like, oh shit, I just fucked up, right? And then there's another quest line where that involves a volcano, and you can choose to let the volcano explode and kill everyone on the island, but you get to keep one of the classes that are there. Or I'm sorry, you let it explode and then it kills everyone, but then you find a grimoire that has a bunch of dark magic, so you unlock dark magic and you unlock a new class that can use dark magic. Or you can save the island and then you get the people that would have been killed by it.
Okay. Very interesting.
So stuff like that. And then I think if you leave too early or if you take too long, it will explode.
So it's a timed quest without actually having a timer. Like you don't know when it's gonna go off.
Yeah, well, I mean, so every time you do a certain amount of quests, there's a time skip, and that's when things change.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's not hard to keep track of. Usually, like if you beat the heroes, the 7 heroes, which are the main villains of the game, if you beat them, then that'll trigger a time skip, guaranteed.
Okay.
So you can just be like, oh, I don't feel like doing this right now, but I want to get a time skip, so I'll go and I'll defeat one of the heroes, and then that's it. Yeah, time skip there.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Honestly, it sounds. Well, it sounds like it was one of the first games to. I mean, we talked about it. One of the first games to have like open-ended script that adjusts to the player's actions. But considering, like you said,
this was a Super Nintendo game.
Wow,
that was doing this. I mean, this is a remake of a Super Nintendo game. I think they added some stuff to it. But think about it back then, 1983, on a Super Nintendo, they were able to program all this and fit it in the game.
Yeah, and what was the size of a standard Super Nintendo cartridge?
I have no idea, but it has to be like 10 megabytes, something like that, like double-digit megabytes of like memory. Yeah. And as opposed to now, where it's like you get fucking gigs now. You have like 64 gigs worth, thousands and thousands of megabytes of memory, millions of megabytes.
And it's all wasted space, dude. All wasted space. So bad.
But then, outside of that, we had the Overwatch Spotlight.
Oh, dude.
That was just on Tuesday, which we'll talk about it very quickly, right? Because we are a little bit pressed for time, and we do want to get into the news pretty soon. We do have a lot of news to cover. But holy shit.
Overwatch is back, baby.
Oh my god.
That's the headline.
Yeah, Overwatch is actually back, but they finally dropped the stupid 2. Because that was Jeff and Bobby's mess. Like this, I think this is Aaron and the team saying like, "Hey, like that was the past, right? But we're beyond that now. Now we're just gonna be Overwatch. This is our Overwatch, our vision of Overwatch. It's gonna be the best possible PvP hero shooter that we can possibly get." And they came out fucking swinging, man. And I thought they cooked last year to Stadium and all that, but holy shit! So the skinny of it is that they're going to be releasing 10 heroes in the span of a year. 1 year, they're going to release 10 heroes. And let me see if I can find the article. I was thinking of pulling up the video to have you play.
Well, honestly, you probably should pull up the video, bro. Do it some justice.
Oh shit! Yeah, so they're going to be launching with 10 heroes, 5 of which are coming next season. They brought a whole new cinematic, like a new full ass Blizzard cinematic.
Finally,
where they killed Doomfist on Black History Month of all times.
Wow, come on! I didn't even think about that, dude.
I didn't think about it either. Some people pointed out, like, "Wow, really on Black History Month?" Although he's not dead, right? He's not dead.
He's not dead. He's just been dethroned, but he's fine. He's fine.
But go watch the cinematic. If you're a Doom fan, probably don't watch it. You probably get pissed. But it's an okay cinematic. But just the fact that they did it in the first place, I think is reason to celebrate, because like everyone thought like this was just gone. Because with all the layoffs that was happening, especially like the narrative team, we were thought like, oh man, all these people are going to be kicked out. Like we're never going to get these awesome cutscenes ever again. Mm-hmm. But we have our new characters. The 5 new characters going to be releasing. Domina, who is the tank. Domina, more like Dama, never mind. Yes, but she is pretty much chocolate Emma Frost. Just as thick and twice as dark. Yeah, so she is a tank that her whole thing is that she deploys like a shield that like can be destroyed in segments, and she has pretty much Ultron's beam. For those of you who play Marvel Rivals, her primary file is pretty much Ultron beam. Like you shoot it, and then like it channels for a little bit, and then at the end it shoots like a final projectile that does like bonus damage. She also so she has the barrier. She has a push that she can do. So like a invisible would push pretty much. And then she has her she has this thing that like she like shoots like a projectile forward, and it can, when she snaps her fingers, it like bursts and like does like some damage and regenerates her health a little bit.
Yeah. No, it regenerates her overshield, her shields.
Yeah, her shields, but it is her shields. And then they also have Emery, who is a Turkish hero who's pretty much Mr. Halo Man, because they directly said that he is inspired by Halo. Like, he pretty much has a BR burst rifle, battle rifle, and it shoots and bursts. He has grenades, just like in Halo, and they have sticky grenades, just like plasma grenades. He can aim down sights, except he doesn't lose movement speed over it. And he can pull out a Magnum, pretty much, like a Halo Magnum, and it shoots fast as fuck, but he can also run fast as hell. And then, of course, he has his ultimate, like he just goes crazy mode and shoots everyone.
Yeah.
Then they have Mizuki, who is, this guy looks really cool. So he is a support, and he works for the Hashimoto, who was the rival clan to Hanzo's crime family.
To Kiriko, I think, as well, because I know Kiriko is not really a part of a gang, but she fights the Hashimoto clan. Yeah,
she fights the Hashimoto clan. So this guy is like apparently like he's supposed to be like a double agent for them, like he's trying to infiltrate the yokai. But he's kind of like has like his allegiances are like in question, so he might join Overwatch. He might not join Overwatch. Probably will. But his whole thing is that he fights with a Kusarigama or a scythe, and he shoots projectiles, and the projectiles can bounce off walls. And he heals with his hat that he throws. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, like he throws his hat. And also his aura. He pretty much has a Lucio aura, and it'll heal aura, more. Yeah, aura. Yeah, aura? he has an aura that will heal allies, and the more damage he does, like the more healing that aura does, and the more healing he does, he also increases the aura as well, which he does by throwing his hat and stuff.
Which is good because it makes him like an engaging hero. So you actually have to do shit if you want to increase the effectiveness of your healing, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, there's no heal body here. You gotta know what you're doing with him.
No, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. Either do damage or heal. But for God's sake, do something. Do something.
Then they have Anran, who is the sister to Wu Yang, and she was premiered in Wu Yang cinematic. Although she did look quite different, because I don't know. Wait, let me see if I find it here. Yeah, there. So like she looks like kind of like a mix between Kiriko and Juno, and people are kind of upsetty spaghetti because the cinematic, because she looks quite different, and if you ask me, she got quite the downgrade on Anran. I'm sorry, Anran. I was Anran.
I didn't even know that there was a cinematic for Anran.
Yeah, that's how she looks in the cinematic. Yeah, so as you can tell, Blizzard gave her a nose job and gave him some kawaii moe eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ask me, it's kind of a downgrade because it's like, wow, she just looks like every other character. She just got a really bad nose job. It just chopped off like 90% of her nose.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. I didn't even know that. Damn, I did not know that it was that big in this. Holy shit!
So she's pretty much like a flanker hero, and her whole thing is that she shoots you with her projectiles and sets you on fire, and then once you're on fire, she uses her right click to fan the flames to deal bonus damage to you. And then on top of that, she has her shift, which allows her to like speed around, her E, which turns her invincible and damages anybody that's near her.
E.
And then she has not one, but two ultimates, which hold on. Oh, wait, did they not show the ultimate? Wait.
I only saw the one ultimate, which was the...
There we go, this one.
Yeah, Vermilion Ascent, that one.
Yeah, so she has two, and let me know if this looks a little familiar to you. Yeah. But she can do that, but she can also revive herself if she dies with her ultimate as well.
Oh, okay.
That's what her second ultimate is. You can only have access to it when she dies.
I did not even know that was a thing. That's gonna be OP as fuck.
That is gonna be OP as fuck. But wait, there's more, because now we have fucking... Wait. God damn it.
Yep.
There we go. Jetpack Cat is finally here! Oh my god. They finally pushed the Jetpack Cat button. Right? So for those of you who don't know, old lore here, Jetpack Cat was actually a prototype design way back in the day when before Overwatch was even out. Jetpack Cat was an early hero design. And Jeff was the one who's like, we might have been taking this a little bit too far. Maybe we should just not do this hero, right? But, lo and behold, Jetpack Cat is now back. And bars. And their whole thing is that they can actually lift people in the air. She can actually lift people in the air. You have to opt in to do it, by the way. So she goes up to you. She can heal you while lifting you up. And she can also hook people onto her. And you can just fly them around. And the shenanigans that you can do. I've been seeing some gameplay of it from the content creators that got invited to the spotlight, and they were doing some funny shit. Like, you have like people like lifting up Reinhardt and like going for like air charges on the cat, like the enemy cat. Or like it has also a ton of utility because I also saw people using it in push mode, where they would go to their allies, pick them up, and then take them straight to the point. And they're there like in seconds. It's like that. It's super quick.
Yeah, quick.
Because she's super fast when she uses her boost, which works on fuel. And on top of that, she's also a perma flyer too, so she's always in the air. So there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve with that. Unless of course you play like Iron Man or Ultron, like you. Hey, maybe that's something you can look into.
Hey, man, and the trolling potential. This looks like it's going to be essentially the Jeff of Overwatch with that, especially with the Jetpack Cat's ultimate.
Yeah,
which
and just as trolly too.
Yeah, no, it's going to be extremely trolly.
Oh yeah, her ultimate, she kidnaps you and then she can just throw you wherever.
Yeah. So imagine Jeff, except instead of swallowing you, it literally carries you into the air and then drops you wherever you see fit. And if you guessed off the map, congratulations, you're correct. or right into a Ryan body slam, or right into a Tor bolt. It's like, I avoided the spooge. Oh no, I'm being carried right into the spooge. I've died now.
Yeah, that'd be great. There's something I can only imagine so many different ways that you can use it. It'll be very fun to experiment with. It feels like it's a better life grip. Like it doesn't because life grip is like you have to be used into it, and a lot of times like it pulls you out of position. It's like that's the only thing it does. It just pulls you out of position and heals you. Whereas this, you can use it to pull yourself out of position, but you can also use it to push people into position. So there's that dichotomy between like, okay, do I want to use this defensively or do I want to use this offensively and aggressively with my teammates?
Yeah, of course.
And then there's even more because now they added. So in last year they added, back in season 9, they changed a lot of the role perks, right? So initially there were role perks. Every role in the game, so tank, damage, and support, had a perk. Tanks could be pushed less further back. They also gave less ult charge. They took less crit. They had like a million fucking things because they needed it for 5v5 because 5v5 is a fucking disaster. But then damage heroes, every time a damage hero inflicts damage, they reduce the amount of healing that target can receive. And then support heroes get to regenerate their health faster than everyone else because then they added global health regen later on in the game. But then support heroes can get it faster.
Yeah.
So you have that, but now they added sub-rules to the game. So now your tank can be divided into Initiator, a Bruiser, or a Stalwart, and those come with their own perks. Initiator, I think as it is, like when they're airborne, they like heal a little bit. Bruisers take less critical hit damage, and when they get to crit health, they move a little faster, and then Stalwarts get pushed less. Tanks still have the less ult charge, but they lost the headshot. I noticed that in the information. So like you're gonna take full headshot damage again.
Okay. Yeah.
But then you have the damage heroes, which is a specialist, which I think is they reload faster every time they kill somebody. Then there's flankers, I think, where they get more health from health packs.
Yes.
Sharpshooters, they can see people through walls who are below a certain percent of health. And then, I'm sorry, that's recon. I think that's recon.
Yeah.
Sharpshooter.
Yeah, I think it's recon.
I don't know what sharpshooter does.
I think sharpshooters. I forgot what it was, but I think what they do is they'll have bonus to critical damage.
No, I know what it is. It's every time they crit somebody, they get a reduction in their mobility cooldowns.
In their mobility cooldown. That's what it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Which is something that used to be exclusive to Cassidy for one of his perks, but I guess now they're like, oh, let's just give this to everybody and just make it a part of a sub role. Yeah. Then you have supports, which have Tactician, which I don't remember what Tactician is, to be honest. Oh, right. Tactician is you can get bonus ultimate if you're at 100. You can get extra 25%, and then when you use your ultimate, that 25% you banked gets added to your ultimate. So you can go 100%, then you use it, and then you're at 25%, which is with Ana. That's super fucking powerful. That alone with Ana is super powerful.
Anna's back. I'm so happy.
And then you have Medic, which is every time that you heal an ally, you get healed as well. And then Survivor is every time you use your mobility cooldown, you start regenerating health.
Yes.
That was what I saw from all the CarQ videos I saw, because CarQ has a great breakdown on it, on everything that's been going on with it. And he also has a lot of gameplay and what's been happening. So check him out. Yeah,
for sure. Honestly, this is probably my favorite part. My favorite part of the new systems that they're implementing. You know, having separate, because not every healer is the same, not every damage is the same, and not every tank is the same. So, and it brings us back to like when Overwatch was first a thing, where you actually had different types of defense and offense, and then damage and support. But now it's gone even further, and now not just every class, but every hero has its own specific niche. And now it has perks that are tailored to it. So now it's even more clear what it is you're actually supposed to do, depending on what character you play. Like, now you have Genji, and people will hopefully stop fucking frontlining as a Genji or frontlining as a Tracer, and they know you're supposed to flank the enemy team and not face a Reinhardt head on to get fucking bonked over the head. So honestly, I really like this change. I like the sub rules. I hope it works out, because I think it could be very, very promising, and I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, me too, man. It's so great to feel excited for I mean, I've been with like pretty much since last year. I've been on the Overwatch train. Like, okay, I think Overwatch is kind of back, at least for me. But now this is the point where it could potentially be back for everybody.
Me included, because I think I did Stadium with you, and I was like, listen, dude, like Stadium was fun, but I'm still not feeling it. Now though, now. The vibe is different. The vibe is different.
The vibes are at an all-time high at this point.
We're experiencing levels of back that we did not think was possible.
Yeah, and then of course they reveal like there's gonna be like new skins and stuff. Like Mercy gets another fucking mythic, because of course. Ooh, you gotta say, yeah, that's a summer skin for Yachty. Which damn, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did press the bikini button, the summer button one time. So we'll see if they come back. Oh, and hero cards are back finally.
Yes.
But they're like better now. So now it's like you don't get hero cards. Like you actually have the characters there. So like, I imagine this would be like
full 3D.
Yeah, like full 3D. I imagine they'll do like whatever your victory pose stuff is, or like you'll have like emotes for it that you could use.
Yeah, special victory card emotes. Which, oh my god, that'd be so dope. Like animated cards.
God damn, man.
Very exciting.
10 whole ass heroes. I can't wait for this one. This is clearly a diva. One of Diva's teammates.
No. I think that's gonna be a support.
Yeah. Okay. that'd be funny, bro. You know what? I'd be down for it. I'd be down for it. If this is a support, whoever this is, I'm down for it. You know what? I'll be like, hey, I mean, you can live out your mecha fantasy now.
Yeah. Well, hang on. When I first started playing Overwatch, I actually played as Diva, so I get it. I haven't played since the beginning, mind you, but I play as Diva. I played before Role Q for sure.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. So you have like an Omnic cowboy here. Like it looks like a cowboy, like a detective or something. Because he has like a duster here. You have this chick with really long hair and like a butterfly thing. So you have someone here. I don't know. They have like, I guess like a gun here in the back, and they seem to have like some like rocks or something, like in a whip like pattern. So my guess is like this is going to be a tank. This is going to be a support.
DPS.
This one's going to be DPS, and then one of these two is going to be a DPS and a support. So we're going to get 2 tanks, support, so 4 supports, and then 4. Yeah, so 2 tanks, 4 supports, and 4 damage heroes. That's what I think they're going to be releasing this year. Which hey, I think that's good. I think that's a good ratio to release.
I agree.
All right, so now that we're done, glazing Overwatch. How about we get some news?
Wow, glazing Overwatch. Never thought I'd hear that for a long time. But yeah, let's do it. Let's get into some news.
All right.
Boyo.
So it's kind of funny that we were talking about being hyped for Overwatch and hero shooters. Meanwhile, we got oh shit, not you. Oh fuck. So
I don't know what I mean.
no, you are hype, sir. You are good. But Highguard is not so hype.
Not hype in the slightest.
But before I get into the disastrous launch of Highguard, we have their weird ass marketing strategy. Yes, for those of you who don't remember or didn't know, Highguard was revealed at the Game Awards, and it was the final award, and it was the game made by former Apex and Titanfall people. And since it was the last one, it was like, oh shit, like it's gonna be something super hype, right? This is gonna be a Titanfall like spiritual successor, obviously. And then lo and behold, what did we get? John Highguard here in his hero shooter thing. It wasn't really clear what it was because it was like, oh, it's a hero shooter, but they're on horses and there's magic, but they're fighting with AKs, and then they grab a sword and then they summon a tower and then they shoot at the base. It's like, what the hell am I looking at here? And so naturally, it being another hero shooter, everyone was very skeptical of it. And Wildlight Studios, the studio behind the game, decided that they were going to be silent. Weirdly enough, like there's all this animosity towards the game, and they strategy was just, hey, we're just going to stay silent and shadow drop it. But the fact that it was the final review was always a bit of a head scratcher. It's even bigger head scratcher. Well, actually, not really that much of a head scratcher, because it turns out that Highguard didn't even pay for his final slot. So you have like, apparently Geoff loved it so much he just offered it to them. And this, so like, if you're one of those people who paid $1 million for a minute of screen time, I would probably be pretty pissed. So this was reported by Paul Tassi, who, according to 2 separate sources, confirmed to him that like Geoff just really liked the game. He just offered it to them. They said yes. However, there has been some speculation that the game may have dropped out, and Geoff was like, "Well, I have a new spot here, so you guys wanna hop in?" And they said, "Yeah." So ever since then, all the way up to the lead up, like Geoff's been doing like more marketing for the game than then Geoff was doing more marketing for the game than the actual game, and he was all like, "Nah, guys, it's gonna be great. You guys just gotta wait and see." And he was like, "Yeah, dude, in 48 hours, I'll be accepting your apologies because y'all are gonna be saying how awesome the game is."
Bro, famous last words.
And then people were like, "Hey, man, like, do you have like a financial incentive in the game?" He's like, "No, I don't have a financial incentive in the game," which is something he had to remind her. Like, "No, I just really liked it. I did it."
Which, it makes sense.
I mean, respect for that. Like, I can respect the passion, but at the same time, it's like, oh, you gotta read the room here. You gotta read the room here, man. So then the game comes out. It came out on when January 23rd. Yeah, it launched January 23rd. No, sorry, January 26th. I'm sorry, that's the article.
Yeah, 26.
Yeah, January 26th. And they finally shadow dropped the game, and they gave an overview on what the game is. And it is a weird hodgepodge of every single live action shooter you ever played in the past like 10 years. So the whole thing is that like first you have it starts off as Rainbow Six Siege. You start off in your base, you build up your defenses, and then after that, as soon as you build your defenses, you head out into the field. When you head out to the field, then it turns into Apex Legends. So you got to go and like loot some stuff and get ready for the actual Stormbreaker. I think Shieldbreaker is what it's called, to show up. The Shieldbreaker is what you use to break into the enemy base, and it pretty much turns into like capture the flag. So you got to fight for the flag, and then you got to take the flag and escort it to the enemy's base. So it's kind of like reverse capture the flag. Instead of taking it to your base, you take it to the enemy's base. Then when you take it to the enemy's base, oh yeah, by the way, during that time, you can also mine for resources and stuff, and you can go to shops and buy shit, just like a MOBA. So it's kind of like...
So like a MOBA, okay.
Yeah, it's like Apex. It's like Apex and like League of Legends. So then after that, you had to get your Shieldbreaker, you head to the base, then they start the raid phase. And then it turns into Rainbow Six again, / Valorant, because now you have to break your way into the enemy base, plant a bomb, and inflict damage on the enemy base a number of times. And then if the defending team succeeds in defending it, then the enemy team gets kicked out, and then it resets back to the defense phase. And they just keep doing that over and over again until one of you win.
So realistically, I don't know if you have this information on hand, but how long is a typical match? They
say it's anywhere between 8 to 30 minutes according to the overview I saw. So it can either be an absolute steamroll, or it can be, a little longer than that.
Yep, that definitely sounds like a MOBA, or or a hero shooter.
So the actual
Yeah.
launch was a bit rocky. They were able to secure an all-time high of 97,000. Probably everyone's just checking it out to see like what the hell the game even is.
Yeah.
But now it seems like they're sitting at around like a 6,000 player count, which yeah, so that's 4 digits. So yeah, they have a 4-digit player count, and apparently it has been a very rocky launch because it has had massive stability issues and performance issues.
Yeah.
And then on the gameplay side of things, they decided for some reason to make it a 3v3 game, even though the maps are absolutely ginormous. They added a 5v5 mode, which everyone's saying, wow, why wasn't this at launch? This feels so much better. So like, people playing it, because it's 3v3 and the maps are so big, you can spend minutes at a time without finding anybody. You're just like looting at that point. And then loot itself isn't really meaningful because the rarity of it is capped depending on what phase you're on. So like if you're only on what round you're on, rather. Because after the phases are all done, it ends a round. So like round 1, you'll have up to blue, round 2, you have up to purple, and then round 3, you'll have up to orange. So everyone has more or less like the same amount of the same loot quality. Like there's no real reason to like even engage with people because I don't think you even lose your loot. So it's like, what's the point of this? And there's no enemies to kill either. Like there's no like PvE enemies to like go around and shoot. So far it seems like, you know, it has its fans. So as people are saying like, hey, like this game's actually like kind of cool and stuff. But many people are like, yeah, you know, that seems to be the common consensus.
Yeah,
it is.
Like truly mixed reviews.
Yeah,
it is. Actually, I'm even taking a look at the Steam reviews for it, and a lot of people they're definitely applauding the change from 3v3 to 5v5. Like they're saying that makes the game that much better.
And what's it sitting at right now? Because it was at mostly negative.
Mixed. It's mixed. Right now it's mixed. Now it's mixed. If you take a look at the Steam page, it is current. Yeah, it's mixed.
Okay, well that's better than it won't be negative.
Yeah. However, I will say some of these positive reviews. I'll read off some of you. Jeff Keighley killed John Atticus Highguard. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, honestly, everything is the same, good or bad. It's everyone's saying the same thing. Like the bones of this game are actually good. Just need some more time in the oven. Blah blah blah. So you know.
Yeah, I feel like this game probably should have waited a year to come out.
Yeah, or what a lot of people are saying is public test server so that people can actually play this game and be like, yo, this is kind of ass, or hey, this is actually pretty cool.
Well, I mean, this should have been a beta. Like this should have been like the beta period for it, and then
beta,
next year they
demo,
can launch it.
Yeah, something to get this out there to get feedback on. Like I don't understand. Like a lot of games nowadays, they do so well being tried out by us, the consumer, and then we give the valuable feedback. You know, that makes the game great. I mean, it worked for Baldur's Gate, it worked for Deep Rock Galactic. So I don't know why these companies or these developers don't just do that, especially if it's a multiplayer game. Arc Raiders, they had two public test sessions for the game. One at the beginning of 2025 and then one like toward the middle of the year, and then one final public test one, but it was more like a server slam to test servers. And dude, they were great successes, and look how well that turned out. So
yeah, well, one of the highest selling games of 2025, still being played by hundreds of thousands of people. I think the player count's still like at 200,000, maybe that.
So I actually read a statistic. It actually, so I don't know if it's a record, but Arc Raiders has actually kept 90% of the player base from when it started.
That's insane.
That's insane.
That is absolute insanity. Most games lose 90% of their player base within like the first year.
Yes.
And then that's like when they have their actual like core audience. Like even great games like Marvel Rivals lost most of its player base after the initial launch period. I mean, it still has a good player count. Don't get me wrong, but the point is like, you know, it lost a lot of people, and then the process is most people will just try to be like, oh, this is kind of fun. I don't know if I'll ever play this again, or they'll just be like, yeah, this is my cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly.
And then everyone left behind is like, oh, this game's good. Like you and I, like we still play the game. It's because it's really good and we like it. And it's a hero shooter, so it's like it's up our alley.
Yeah, right up our alley.
I will say though, for this game, like, man, if I was standing 10 feet away and I was watching gameplay of this, I swear to you, I swear you'd be watching Apex. You're playing Apex Legends. I'm like, is this Apex? Oh shit, I didn't know the update. I'm like, oh wait, this is not Apex. Okay.
Like, what did they add horses to Apex?
Yeah, but like visually, like everything else, like just visually looks so close to Apex. Like even the UI looks very similar to Apex, and like the guns look like something from Apex. It's kind of a shame that they didn't really lead into the magic stuff of it, because they're like, oh, like this is magic fantasy, but like they didn't lead into it at all. Like there's no staffs that you collect, or like that gun should be shooting like crystals or something. Or it should be using like staffs that like shoot lightning and shit, right? And that would have made the loot a lot more interesting if that case. They really leaned into the magic of it, be like, oh, like this gun's like super rare, like it shoots black holes or whatever. You know, just go crazy with it. Because it's like it's magic, so like just do that. Like just lean into magic.
Yeah. I mean that's the vibe they're fucking going for, so do it.
And it also kind of begs a question, like, would this game have gotten as many eyes on it if it wasn't for the whole controversy of Game Awards? Because I feel like if it was just a regular trailer there, it wouldn't have gotten nearly as much traction as it did. So like, Geoff was like kind of like a blessing and a curse for this game.
I concur. I 100% agree. So the thing is, well, first off, it was the last trailer at the Game Awards, and usually you're supposed to show something groundbreaking toward the end of the Game Awards. So you would have shown something like Fate of the Old Republic, or you would have shown something like the new Divinity from Baldur's Gate. Like that's what should have been at the end.
Yeah.
This seems like it should have been like, you know, one of the first trailers shown or something in the beginning. So I definitely think that the Game Awards controversy, it didn't do it any favors. However, it did get people talking about the game. So like I said, that would have been the perfect time to be like, hey, listen, guys, I know it's weird. I know it's weird that they put a game like this at the end of the Game Awards. Like the developers of the game should have come out and said it and be like, but we really think this is a cool game. We invite you guys to come and play test it and give us feedback so that we can make this game as fun as possible, because we really think we got something special here. But instead, they didn't do that. Like, because clearly the reviews say that some people are into it, like some people like it as is, and other people are saying that it still needs more, but the core game is there, and it sounds like it could be fun if they just tweak it a little bit. Like there are no there's not as much people saying that the game is bad as we're being led to believe. So maybe there's something there. Maybe after some updates, if it even makes it, we can see how it fares.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a Concord level failure because it's been almost 2 weeks already.
No, bro, Concord was universally panned. Like everybody and their mother, even people that don't even play games, were like, "What the hell is this?"
And it costs money, so I mean that also it helps. This game is free to play because that lowers the barrier to entry by a lot.
Yes. So I think Highguard has a better chance than Concord. However, I will say that's a very low bar to clear. But I think it could be saved. Honestly, maybe after a couple of who's that?
Yeah, I was about to say like Concord. One of the things with Concord was the characters were not the best designed, to say the least.
No, they were not.
But at least Highguard characters aren't much better. I'm not gonna lie. Like, well, they're better, but that's not a high bar to clear when it comes to Concord. But at least they got characters like this, like Scarlet. Her name's Scarlet. She looks like kind of cool.
Yes.
And then you got you have John Atticus Highguard here. He's okay looking. He's got a cool cape. I like his cape.
Yes, the cape was cool.
The cape is cool. Capes are always cool. And then I don't know who the other chick is. But then you got fucking Prince Charming here.
Bro, that's literally no Prince Charming from fucking Shrek.
Yeah, Prince Charming from Shrek. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you got Prince Charming from Shrek. Apparently he's a fire guy. Could have fooled me. Again, why aren't you leading into the magic? Like, why didn't you give him like fire hair or something, or make his skin lava or something? Like, they really should lead into the magic.
Or like
what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, or like an artificer like gear, because you could have definitely leaned into the artificer, like modern day weapons that have magical properties. So you could definitely have done artificer shit with these characters. Like oh my god, there's a guy there with the white hair. He looks like fucking Frostmiser from the Christmas special.
Oh yeah. I'm not digging his design too much, to be honest. I mean, it's still a step up from everything in Concord, but no, I'm not digging it too much.
Yeah,
but she looks great. I actually really like her, and I like I like the evil looking chick. That one looks kind of cool too. Yeah, everyone else is kind of like, whatever. Oh yeah, here's all of them here. It's like they definitely look better, but not by much. Like, They definitely look
not
like
by
they
much.
definitely look like Apex. They would belong in Apex, which is kind of like the problem I have with the game, especially visually. It's like, why does this look so much like Apex? Like you guys could have done something really cool and unique here.
Yeah. Yeah, like they went more for. Well, it's funny because they were talking about how it's a photorealistic game, when really they should have gone for art style. They should have gone for a stylized.
I mean,
stylized
you
look.
can be realistic, but you can still have magical elements in the game. Like giving someone
Yeah.
you can have someone have realistic looking fire hair, and like
No, but
that still makes it look magical.
well, that's the thing though. So the problem with achieving like photorealism, it can work, but the problem is whenever you opt into photorealism, like 90% of the time, these people think, oh, we have to make it look as realistic as possible. It's like, well, it's kind of hard to go for realism when you have magic as a thing in your world. Like,
We gotta be grounded. It's like it's magic, bro. Fuck it, go crazy.
It's magic. Who gives a shit, bro? Like, go nuts. You literally have the MacGuffin to set your world however you see fit. So fucking go with it. And also with stylized, with stylized characters instead of realistic characters, you can do way more, and maybe even bring down the graphical requirements for computers as well, so people can play the hardware more. I mean, that's just me though. I know that some games they have good art style, they're still graphically demanding, but yeah, but still, like there's a lot of things that they could have done. Maybe they'll listen to feedback. Maybe they'll be like, "Yo, give us more characters like Scarlet and the evil witch lady."
Yeah,
I saw her abs. And I was like, ooh.
Neurons activated.
Neuron activated, exactly.
Right. Well,
Monkey brain.
Speaking of neurons activating, seems that Stop Killing Games has activated some neurons. I don't know where I'm going with this. Activated the neurons of consumer rights.
No, bro. Dude, let me tell you something. Consumer rights is firing on all cylinders right now. So as you can see, excuse me. Oh, so you got Stop Killing Games. The whatchamacallit. Sorry, my dog is barking like a mad woman. So you have Stop Killing Games petition. So it has officially verified 1.3 million out of the 1.4 million signatures, which, holy shit, I would say, what is that? Percentage wise, what would you say that
is, according to this guy, Mikey, if you wanna, said 89%.
Mikey, if you wanna, 89%, dude, that's a lot of fucking signatures. So as you can see, Stop Killing Games has achieved 89% of the signatures required, easily surpassing the minimum, which I forgot what the minimum was.
It's a million.
It's a million minimum count. So it passed the minimum by like
cleared it.
Well. No, passed it, cleared it, swept it. It swept it hard. So now it can formally be considered for discussion in the EU Parliament, which is amazing. It's super amazing. So the EU successfully verified 1,294,181,1,448, whatever. It verified well above.
Have a hard time there, buddy?
Whatever.
You know math?
1,294,188. There you go. And then 1 million. Oh, out of the 1,448,270 signatures. Whew, there we go. I don't know why I was short circuiting there for a second.
It's okay. It's early. I get it.
Yeah, it's early. But they posted it on Reddit. That the final count has been verified, and they're happy as fuck with a lot of the votes coming from Germany with 233,180. Damn. God damn, that's freaking insane. Wow, that's incredible. No, yeah, holy crap. Damn. So as you can
okay, they put it in alphabetical order. Okay, I thought they put it by okay.
No, they put it in alphabetical order. That's why I was looking for the numbers. But if you look at Germany, I think they cleared it with I believe Poland. No, sorry, France being second at. So Germany's one at 233,000. France at 145. Poland at 143. So that's a close third. And
Spain at 121,616.
There you go. Yeah, Spain. Oh yeah, I forgot about Spain. Yeah, man, Spain loves their shit. So, as you can see, Stop Killing Games, I would say, has successfully completed its initiative, and now it will be formally brought up to the EU Parliament for discussion, where they will hopefully agree that yes, laws need to be drafted to protect games from dying, to at least provide source code to
Well, not source code.
modders.
That's not source code. They're not asking for source
Whatever.
code.
No,
Just have it be
not-
playable in some
sorry.
way, shape, or form. That's the whole initiative.
Yes, provide some kind of groundwork. My bad. I didn't mean to say source
Yeah,
code.
source
That was my
code.
bad.
They specifically say no, you don't have to get the source code. That's crazy.
We
No,
just need-
no. We just needs to be playable in some fashion.
Yes.
Which it could
So
be
I
like,
agree.
it could just be like provide like, I mean, I'm not like a tech guy, but it's something along the lines of like they provide like the server code. Like there's essentially like how servers are like kind of like a switch, and you just like, okay, here's a switch. Here's how to get it running online. Here you go, figure it out. That's
And
it.
they will. I mean, they have.
Yeah,
So,
we've had custom servers for fucking years, for decades.
yeah, for decades. So it's not something new. Now it's just something that'll be officially provided by the game companies. So I'm pretty stoked. This is pretty dope. Pretty happy about this.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy about this. Pirate Software, eat your fucking heart out.
Yep.
Just want to say
Actually,
that right now.
Actually, I want to say thank you.
Yeah,
to,
thank you.
Honestly,
Thank you, but also eat your heart out.
no, we could not have done this without you, my friend. You've done great.
You are our biggest enemy and our biggest contributor.
Yes. So thank you very much, and I hope you make Heartbound playable in the foreseeable future when you stop working on it. Even though you've been working on it for like a bajillion years.
Like almost 10 years at this point.
Yeah, 10 years. Good job, man. Excellent work. I say that as a person who's never even developed game code. I'm here talking shit. But yeah. But honestly, very, very happy, very glad that we're going to see some kind of movement, and hopefully we can get something like that in the US. Please. Well, first we need to. No, bro. Right now we're fighting just to get GPUs, bro, and RAM. Like we got no fucking time to.
I mean, everyone's fighting that at this point.
Yeah, bro. So,
but we ain't getting that. But if the law that they pass in the EU is drastic enough, companies might be like, okay, well, we have to do all this extra work for the EU, so it'd be easier if we just let everyone implement it this way.
Yes.
Because could you imagine the kerfuffle was like, oh, it's they gave it to the EU guys, and then it's like, well, why didn't you give it to us? And then at that point it's redundant too, because the EU guys are just going to be like, all right, I'll let you guys in, just use your VPN, that's it, like you're good.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. However, I think American companies can get around it by just providing it ahead of time, even without a law. Just be like, hey, listen, guys, here's what you asked for. Have fun, and just do that. Like that would be the best way to just start getting things moving, especially if these companies are that opposed to a law. Mm-hmm. Actually, if anything, it'll probably promote it because it'll be like, hey, see how great this is for the consumer? Like, let's just make it a thing. And then that could get the conversation started. And yeah, any more comments on the...
No.
Stop killing games? Sorry. No. I was drawing a huge blank on that.
Oh, and thank you, Ross Scott, because that's the man who started Ross it all. Scott.
Dude, this is your baby, and it's grown up, and it's ready. It's ready to take on. It's ready to take it all in the world. So you should be very proud.
All right.
So, all right, cool beans.
Still stayed in Europe. What do we got next?
All right, well, we're gonna stick around in Europe. As you can see, former Assassin's Creed boss has sued Ubisoft, alleging a forced resignation. So, I am really sorry about this, but as you can see, former Ubisoft VP and executive producer of the Assassin's Creed series, Mark Alexi, is suing Ubisoft for 1.3 million. That's Canadian dollars, right?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh wait, is he? He might be French Canadian. Okay.
Oh, French Canadian. Oh,
he might be French Canadian. Okay.
Oh yeah, because they have Ubisoft Montreal.
Yeah. So he might be French Canadian.
Yeah, it might be French Canadian.
Whatever. Right? French. They still consider themselves French, I think.
Yeah. No. Actually, they think themselves more French than Canadian. So, citing constructive dismissal, resignation due to hostile work environment or employer conduct. So, a while back, he actually resigned, and Ubisoft said, "Oh, he left on to do, go their separate ways, and he's off to do other things and all that stuff." And now he, Mr. Colte has come back and saying, "Actually, no, I didn't want to go anywhere. In fact, they told me that they were downsizing my position, and that I should probably just leave." And then I said no, and then they're like, "Oh, well, we're gonna kind of make you leave." So, in a report by Radio Canada, highlighted in Kotaku, Cote filed the lawsuit with the Superior Court of Quebec. Yep, that's
Canada.
definitely Canada. Yep, that's Canada. With the amount being claimed for accounting for 2 years' salary and moral damages. Cote is also requesting the removal of his contractual non-compete obligations. I'm sorry, I cannot speak today. So, as you can see, at the heart of the dispute is the Ubisoft's creation of Vantage Studios in 2025, which is a subsidiary designed to look after the development and the direction of the biggest franchises for the company, which are three big franchises: Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. Ubisoft had previously announced plans to split the company's properties between distinct creative houses or development teams, and Vantage was the first of the split,
which we covered last episode.
Yes, we did. And this came after, this move invited, of course, everyone's biggest conglomerate corporation, Tencent, to make a $1.3 billion investment, US dollars, into Ubisoft, where then, we covered it. The Ubisoft essentially insisted that the co-founders, Christopher Drings and Charlie Gaumont, be its joint leaders. So the suit alleges that in the process of creating Vantage Studios, Cult's role and influence was diminished, as he claims that Ubisoft did. So, let's see. So in mid 2025, Ubisoft reportedly began a recruitment process for the head of franchise for the three properties in question, and it encompassed many of Cult's former responsibilities. Apparently, he applied to be the head of the franchise, but was allegedly rejected by Yves Guillemot on the account of the position being based in France rather than Canada. Which honestly, that sounds like a cherry pick, like a stupid reason. I think they just it sounds like they didn't want to keep him. So Cote saw this as an unacceptable demotion, especially after being 6 years as head of the Assassin's Creed franchise. He was a senior producer, creative director, game director for several years on Assassin's Creed. So after a 2-week period considering his options, Cote reportedly requested severance pay. However, as we discussed earlier, Ubisoft public statements stated that he has chosen to pursue a new path elsewhere outside of Ubisoft, and this is where the lawsuit claims that this was a strategy by Ubisoft to both avoid paying him severance and maintain his non-compete obligations. So essentially, Ubisoft, according to the claim, Ubisoft tried to fuck him on 2 counts: not paying him his severance and also making it so that he can't work anywhere else. Because you know about the non-compete obligations, right? The non-compete clause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pretty much don't work for somebody else in a similar industry.
Exactly. Yeah. Essentially,
you can't work for another game company.
It's anti-competitive, but businesses do it because the idea of a employee of yours leaving and then going on to do something better for a competitor is something that they can't even fathom. So they put this into a lot of executive contracts to prevent that from happening. But it also sets the guy up for failure and makes the company look like an asshole in situations like this. So, in a LinkedIn post following the news of his departure, Cote remarked that many of you expressed surprise that I would choose to leave Assassin's Creed after so many years, especially given the passion that I still hold on to it. Well, the truth is simple. I did not make that choice. Ubisoft decided to transfer the leadership of the Assassin's Creed franchise to someone closer to its new organizational structure. A different position was mentioned, but it did not carry the same scope, mandate, or continuity with the work that I had been entrusted with in recent years. I also owe it to my teams, past and present, to say this plainly. I did not walk away. I stayed at my post until Ubisoft asked me to step aside. So as of right now, I don't believe that Ubisoft has made a statement in response to Mr. Cote. But it seems that the lawsuit is still, still in consideration and is still moving forward at this time. And yeah, Ubisoft, usually they're the lolcow, but they're kind of like, they're playing the assholes in this case. So what do you think about that?
He got fucked.
No, bro, he got super fucked. It's like, okay, so you're not going to pay me for leaving, but you also don't want me to go work for anybody else. So how the fuck am I supposed to get paid? How am I supposed to pay rent? How am I supposed to get groceries, feed my kids? I'm assuming he's got a wife and kids or child support, whatever the fuck. So I mean, Ubisoft has been going through the organizational restructure for a while now, especially now that they got that Tencent money. But yeah, I think they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose a chunk of it paying off this guy because it's clearly a, you know, I mean, I wouldn't know that. I mean, I'm not sure of the details. I mean, there's probably a legal contract somewhere that Ubisoft will pull out of their ass and be like, well, technically, we didn't violate any contracts, so there's nothing you can sue us over or some bullshit like that. But dude, like, and as far as like the public optics, this is shitty. This is really shitty.
Oh, it's absolute, absolute shit.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, damn, y'all couldn't work something out or give him a similar position. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This
And also, he's been there.
He's been steering the ship for Assassin's Creed for a long time, and I know, like, you and I don't really care about Assassin's Creed, but there is a silent fan base for Assassin's Creed. Like, those things still sell a lot.
Yes.
There's a reason why they keep making them.
Yeah, there's a reason why they keep making them. That shit sells. And for the record, I actually do like. I'm not a super fan, but I do enjoy the Assassin's Creed franchise. I mean, I just got talking about Black Flag and how great of a game that was.
Yeah, Black Flag was the last one I truly like enjoyed.
Yeah,
because everything after that was like, it started having diminishing returns.
Yeah, it did.
And then they started like handing things down. Like you had like less weapons and less tools and stuff. I was like, okay, like what are we doing here, man? I remember Assassin's Creed 2. Like he had so many weapons and so many different ways to play and fuck around, and over time they just kept sanding it down over and over again.
Yeah, sterilizing it, streamlining it, dummy proofing it. It's like, dude, this game's already kind of dummy proof and plays itself. So, like, how much more could you sand it down? So, yeah. So, we'll see where this lawsuit goes. Especially now that Ubisoft is in the middle of a huge shakeup. They're going to have a lot of things that they have to contend with, and this lawsuit is going to be one of them. So,
yeah, they're definitely going to be, like you said, they're definitely going to be losing a lot of money, probably losing a lot of money on this. Just like how a lot of other video game companies are losing a lot of money.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And this is because Google revealed Project Genie AI generation tool, which is a generation tool they created that allows for interactive environments that can be made in just seconds using prompts. And in response to that, it seems investors think that this is the future of video game development. And this has led to a lot of stocks tanking for many companies, including Take-Two and Roblox. So on January 29th, Google started rolling out early access to a new experimental research prototype. And this is apparently powered by Genie 3, which is the third iteration of their AI creation tool, and Gemini, which is the AI they use for the search engine.
Yes.
And in combination together, they can make worlds, 3D worlds. I'm not going to call them games because they're not games. This is worlds.
No. Yeah, they're just worlds.
So yeah, as reported here by Shinobi062 over on his Blue Sky account. He's also on Twitter. He's really good. He has a lot of like insider information on stuff, and he does a lot of reporting. So I can see here, Take-Two's stock has just plummeted all the way down here, and hasn't really gone back up all that much. You have Roblox, who also tanked. You have CD Projekt Red tanked. You have the Unity software also tanking, and they actually have the percentage breakdown here of Roblox price dropping 12%. Grand Theft Auto 6's Take-Two Interactive dropping a total of 9%. Unity dropping a whopping 20%, and even Nintendo took a 5% hit.
Yeah.
Now, what's funny crazy is, at the moment, the tools, the Genie 3 or the Project Genie is only able to make something for 1 minute, and it runs at 24 frames per second and caps out at 720p. So this is apparently investors see Nintendo 64 games as the future of gaming. So it apparently also lacks stability, and one demo in particular had a racetrack that kept changing in the middle of gameplay, like it just kept making it on the fly. And of course, you have people on Twitter posting their videos of the slop that they make of it. Oh no, there's roasting. Don't worry about that. So one guy apparently put Dark Souls 3.
Oh, he really zoomed in.
Yeah, he fed in Dark Souls 3. Oh, what? Oh. Yeah, he fed it Dark Souls 3, and within like the first 2 seconds, it just walks off the side into the abyss, which is a pretty good metaphor for how this thing is working.
Yeah.
And then, naturally, you have a lot of people roasting it.
Oh my god, dude. So, but apparently this is the future of gaming, and like, oh my god, we finally reached a point where AI can just make games. Let's sell all these stocks. It's like, are you stupid? Like, what the hell's the matter with you guys? And I'll be honest with you, if this is what causes the game crash to finally happen, I'll laugh. I will laugh so goddamn hard that this is what kicks it off.
We got AI racking up GPU and RAM prices, actually stopping GPU production altogether, ramping up prices for GPU, ramping up prices for RAM, dropping the stocks of these companies like a fucking rock.
Yeah.
Costing people their jobs, and all just for fucking 25 seconds of some AI Dark Souls slop of a Dark Souls character taking 2 steps forward and then walking off a fucking ledge into the abyss, and it can't even get the animation right. It's just normally goes but it doesn't even do that because it's so fucking horrible.
Oh my lord.
God damn, there's fucking. So yeah, like it really feels like, damn, like if there was a cause for a crash, it'll be this.
I hope it is. Hopefully that we can get some shit going, some reform going.
And you just know, like, so many people in the industry are just like, oh my god, J2, please save us. It's really GTA 6, please. Just...
How, dude? No one has an Xbox, barely anyone has a PlayStation, and PC release won't be for another 3 years.
People will shell money for a PlayStation. Or if GTA 6, I promise you, it's going to sell a bajillion copies, and it's going to push a lot of consoles.
They're going to bundle it, but they're not buying an Xbox. Nuh-uh.
No one's buying not an Xbox, but PlayStation.
No, but they'll buy a PlayStation.
PlayStation, yeah, and Steam. Oh my god, Steam is going to do massive numbers.
Yeah, but that's like 2 years too. That's going to be 2 years afterwards. Like they even said that
it's coming out this year.
No, it's not. They say that they were released GTA 6. They said GTA 6
this year.
PC.
Oh, PC. Oh, yeah, no. That. Okay.
Yeah.
But PlayStation. No, PlayStation, yes.
That's sad that we don't even include Xbox in the conversation anymore.
I mean, it'll be like a Game Pass or whatever. They'll probably, maybe not. I can see them not doing it because they'll be like, no, we want you to pay for the copy.
Yeah, no. Take-Two's gonna be like, nah. You're
unless Microsoft gives them a fuckload of money, like just, oh my god, I just take all this.
I don't know, because Microsoft stock, I don't know if you saw, they lost like a. Hang on, let me see. They just lost.
Yeah, they reported that their gaming division has been doing not too hot.
No. Like Microsoft stock,
and their hardware.
Microsoft stock like dropped apparently a lot. Let me see.
Yeah, because I think it's a response to that earnings report. It was like, yeah, we're not doing too hot.
Yeah. Well, actually, so I mean, according to this article, it says here Microsoft stock plunged $375 billion.
With a B.
Despite strong results and heavy AI investment. Okay, so clearly, well, yeah, because no one wants to use fucking autopilot. Screw you. No one wants to use autopilot. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know if Microsoft has the cash it has right now. Especially since they're going through a little bit of a rough patch with Bill Gates and his public image, to say the least.
Luckily, he's not a part of the company anymore. So.
No, but still, dude, like you're the founder of Microsoft, so you are associated with the company.
What do they even say about him on the files?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
So
wait! There's something about he got like chlamydia or some shit from a Russian girl.
Yes,
and he was asking Epstein for some like shots or something.
Antibiotics. No, for antibiotics and antibiotics for his wife to slip into her food because he gave his wife the STD, and he's like, "Hey, bro, I can't let my wife know. Can you give me some antibiotics, please?" Jeffrey Epstein said no, and then coincidentally, 3 months later, Jeffrey Epstein's Xbox Live was permabanned. Dude, it's a fucking clown show, dude. Clown show. And apparently, this is the actual reason why Melinda Gates divorced him, like in 2019 or some shit.
God.
It was because of this. He's like, so you cheated on me with a Russian whore on a sex trafficking island, and then you gave me the STDs? Yeah, I want a divorce. like, bro. It's sad. I mean,
Oh my God.
it's funny to say, but it's really, really sad. So yeah, so his public image is taking a huge beating, and whether he likes it or not, he is the founder of Microsoft, and he's still alive, and he's still very active in the public space. So, and he's also a huge advocate for the AI that Microsoft is trying to push, to the point where Bill Gates has actually reversed his climate change position because he wants to build more power plants just to supply energy to these AI data centers. Like, they're literally reopening nuclear power plants because they're so short on energy.
Oh my God.
For these data centers. No, bro, it's a fucking mess. It's a huge mess. It's huge mess. And this is the guy that wanted to give us synthetic beef to help the environment. That's a clown. Anyway.
Bro, rich right guys are just a bunch of college frat bros. No, bro, you understand? I got chlamydia.
No, you understand, bro. I got the.
Man, fuck you! I'm gonna ban you on Xbox.
No, dude. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein literally, dude. You should read the email, bro. It's long. It's a long ass email. Like it's like this long, and he rates to Bill Gates. He goes, like, he sound like a mob boss. Like, Bill Gates, you take our friendship for granted. You do this, you do that.
You take my Xbox account.
No, bro, please look it up. Look up that. Actually, I think it's available on the Department of Justice. There's actually a whole tab just of the Epstein files. Oh, and also,
I'm not gonna read it now, but I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Also, I just want to let everyone know, Jeffrey Epstein is responsible for microtransactions in games because he spoke about it with Bobby Kotick. That was his idea. He also played Fortnite as well. And he was a huge watcher of Five Nights at Freddy's furry porn.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Yes. This timeline is wild, bro. Absolutely wild.
I mean, the Five Nights at Freddy community. Are y'all okay? Are y'all... Yeah. Y'all are fucking weird, man. I swear. I remember I played... I found out about this quiz game. I forgot what it was called. But it's pretty much you have to guess if a character has more Rule 34 content than the other character.
Oh my God.
And let me tell you, dude, the amount of times I was shocked to find out that the Five Nights at Freddy character had significantly more porn than the other characters. I was like, are y'all okay? And now I know. I have a feeling Epstein was making like 90% of that shit. Or he was commissioning it.
No, he was commissioning it. He was like the Medici to all these Da Vinci's on 4chan and Rule 34.
It's like, you got more Rule 34 than fucking Raven from Teen Titans. Like, what? How?
That's impressive.
What?
That's impressive as fuck.
And horrifying. It's impressive and horrifying at the same time.
Impressed and... Oh.
Like, damn, okay. I can see why this movie's so popular. Like, people just go to the movie with a heart on.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Chica and Roxy from the Security Breach.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thank you for that tangent. That was a good laugh.
No, for sure. But dude, when you get the chance, you got to see what dude, all the people that Epstein emailed, it's just like the randomest shit. Especially like I said, he got banned from Xbox because he wouldn't give Bill Gates antibiotics for his STDs, and not only that, wouldn't give him antibiotics to slip into his wife's food because the wife didn't know that she had an STD. Like, so yeah, wild shit, absolutely wild. And then there's also like really sick shit, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah.
But also more crazy shit going on in the industry. So it's bad enough that there's stocks are dropping like a rock, but we also have some more unfortunate layoffs with payday developer Starbreeze getting hit by some apparent layoffs. Oh, why did I make this yellow? That was very unfortunate. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Oh,
all right. So as reported by Insider Gaming on January 21st, 2026, former Starbreeze developers took to LinkedIn to announce that they had been part of the layoff wave that has been going on. One of them being senior tech producer Sabrina Joknik, I guess how you pronounce it, who said that she was identified at risk of redundancy and because of a recent layoff at Starbreeze. We also had QA worker Alexander Bereswolt Morath. Also wrote that today, many of us at Starbreeze, Stockholm got sad news, and I'm now seeking a new role. After over 7 years, the longest I've ever been at any company in any industry, my time has more than likely come. Also, gameplay programmer Kin Sjoberg and sound designer Mark Trusov made similar announcements saying that although Starbreeze themselves have not yet confirmed how many people are specifically affected. And this is just after they had layoffs from last year, and they also canceled a Dungeons and Dragons game, project codenamed Project Baxter, in October 2025. And they're doing all this so that they can focus on Payday 3 because Payday 3 was such an unmitigated disaster.
And it also, Payday 3 has not really recovered. Usually like, we're going to turn things around, but unfortunately this is not the case. Payday 3 numbers are still low. Well, it even says they're significantly low, and they're trying to, because that's really their cash cow. And man, they fucked up. They fucked it up so bad, so bad with their release. And I hope they turn the ship around. But dude, if they haven't turned it around by now, I really don't. I don't know what to say.
They need a No Man's Sky redemption.
Bro,
they need a No Man's Sky Final Fantasy 14 redemption.
Dude, they need one. I don't think they're gonna get it, but yeah,
because everyone's just playing Payday 2. It's like, why the fuck would I play this? Payday 2 is still great. It's gonna keep playing that. Yeah. But then you also have Moonshot Games, the developers of Wildgate, also suffering a specified number of layoffs as the title has become increasingly unsustainable. Yeah, that lines up because I think it has like triple-digit players or like even double-digit players.
I'm looking at Payday 3 now. So all-time peak of 77,000, current 24-hour peak, and players right now is 456.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can look up Wildgate while I'm yapping here.
Yes, gotcha.
So in a statement to game developer parent company Dreamhaven said that while the game was well received and has with new players, and it also saw an increase in player numbers every time they did a free give out or free weekend, that it just hasn't been enough to sustain the size of the development team. So they made the difficult decision to reduce the team size in order to ensure that they can keep giving updates and keep supporting the game long term. The studio then went on to say that they focused on Wildgate's next content update, which introduces more quality of life improvements, including their highly requested progression system, which we anticipate coming later this year. So Dreamhaven, their publisher, as you know, is founded by Mike Morhaime. They also suffered similar layoffs in September 2025. So it seems like a lot of these are former Blizzard devs. So it seems like these guys are really doing too hot.
Yeah, Mike Morhaime is actually a household name. Like, I think he was one of the original WoW people.
Yeah, he's an OG. He's one of the founders.
Yeah. Mike Morhaime was an original founder of Blizzard. No, he was an OG, just like Papa Jeff.
Yep.
So
no, Jeff came in later. No, Morhaime's been there since like they were freaking Silicon Synapse. I think that was before we were even called Blizzard.
Okay, yeah, you're right, because I think Jeff Kaplan, I think he was actually working on EverQuest before he got hired by Blizzard.
Yeah. He came later, but he was there for a while too. But Mike Morhaime's like OG.
Yeah, OG. All right, so you ready for the Steam charts? So all-time peak was 7 months ago at 7,799.
Ooh, that's already
current 24-hour peak 45.
Oof.
And players right now 33.
Oof.
So yeah,
and I remember you and I played it.
Yeah, actually, we played with Manny.
Yeah, and it was fun. I would have liked to play an online match, but like, I don't know if we would have even found anybody because like there weren't that many people.
Yeah, I don't think we would have,
because it's a cool idea.
Yeah, it is a cool idea.
It's essentially like it's pretty much like Sea of Thieves, but like PvP, purely PvP. And like you go around and like you loot stuff, and then the objective of the game is to find an artifact, and then once you get the artifact, you have to then get to the wild gate, which is at the center of the map.
Yeah.
But then if you grab it, like a bunch of people will start jumping on you, right? All the other players will know that you're there, and they have to steal it back from you. But then there's also like ship combat, right? So just like in Sea of Thieves, like ships can fight each other. You can also fight each other on your ships in Wild Gates, and it was really cool. Like you can reinforce like the doors and stuff. You can be like, oh, okay, someone pilot the ship. I'm gonna be on the gun, or someone's gonna be like, oh, okay, I gotta do some repairs, or another guy's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna jump out of this ship. I'm gonna head on to their ship, and I'm gonna break like their shields or whatever. And you're gonna try like damage. It's really fun, and like I could totally see like how in against other people it'd be a blast to do.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, but unfortunately, it just hasn't pulled the numbers. It doesn't help that there really hasn't been. There was like next to no marketing for it. Like it came out last July, and I didn't even know it came out. I was surprised like when it came. Like, oh, it's out already. Oh shit. Okay, because they had like one beta like in March of last year, and after that it was like they just released it in July with like no marketing whatsoever.
Yeah, it's crazy how much marketing can make or break a game. Going back to Highguard, same shit. The marketing more or less decided its fate from the beginning. Man.
Yeah, but even Highguard's doing better than this, and I think Highguard will continue to do better than this.
Yes, it will continue to do better. But still, like they could have been better if they had chosen a different approach than what they did now.
Yeah, so very very sad to see them lose their jobs. Hopefully land back on their feet soon.
Yeah, honestly, they should just like try to, like I said, I've always said, start your own studios, like or like get together with like people that and just just try and do something, because clearly these game studios have been around for a bit. They're floundering, and they're not doing so hot. So and the indie scene is thriving, so you should try to do something with that. Try and do something indie like.
All right,
especially with
what? Oh, finish your thought?
No, I was just saying the scene is thriving, so you should try to get in on that. Try to make something small that you can devote a lot of time into and can make it fleshed out. That's it. That's all I was gonna say.
Okay. Well, we can move on to our final story.
Sounds good. Our final story.
How about you let us know about what's going on there?
Sounds good. Well, the UK is apparently given the go-ahead for a lawsuit against Steam, which is valued at over $900 million over, rolling my eyes, PC monopoly claims. Apparently, a UK tribunal has given the go-ahead for a $901 million, which is about 656 million pounds. Collective action lawsuit targeting Valve over alleged anti-competitive practices on the PC storefront Steam. So the legal action was actually originally filed in 2024 by digital rights campaigner Vicky Shotbolt, and if you look up a picture of her, she's literally what a Karen would look like if you looked it up in the in the dictionary.
Shotbolt, that's a heck of a last name.
Yeah, Shotbolt. Z. Well, maybe you're gonna call her Shotfoot now, because I don't think this lawsuit's going to really go anywhere. Yeah, so it's been given the green light by a UK tribunal following a ruling by the UK's Competition Appeal Tribunal, as reported by BBC News. So, Valve has been accused by Vicky Shotbolt and her digital rights campaign. I believe actually her website is www.steamuous.com, and that's the website for her cause, I guess you would say, where they accuse Valve of wielding its status as the dominant digital game storefront to lock game developers and publishers into releasing parity restrictions and keep game owners spending on Steam when buying add-ons. Shotbolt's lawsuit is a collective action claim, which is essentially like a UK's version of a class action lawsuit, where she's attempting to take the case on behalf of 14 million UK citizens who have bought games or add-on content through Steam since 2018. So, the new ruling that was pushed forward took into account Shotbolt's claims and the initial response by Valve's legal team, where they initially wanted to halt the legal action from progressing further. The lawsuit alleges that Steam unfairly imposes platform parity obligations, which prohibits publishers from selling games on rival storefronts with better terms, causing a restriction of competition. The legal action has also taken aim at the need to continue buying add-ons for games bought through Steam via Valve's own marketplace, leading to a further reduction in competition. So essentially, for this, and also finally, it alleges that Valve imposes unnecessarily high commission charges, which is 30% whenever you make a sale on Steam, which results in higher prices for consumers. So, before I go any further, do you have any comments on this?
No, wait to the end. You're almost done.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so Valve, of course, contested the claim on the grounds that it had lacked accurate detail, both on Valve's commission structure and the actual impact of its party of. Oh my god, I cannot say this shit. The
Platform?
actual impact of platform parity clauses, because I keep reading parity first, and then I keep reading it as party. So it's like so it's like advanced dyslexia for like a split second. Excuse me. So the actual impact of its platform parity clauses. The company also said that the claim lacked a workable methodology for Steam users, including minors, to identify themselves as part of the claim. Ultimately, however, the tribunal did decide to go ahead and continue with the lawsuit. Apparently, Valve also faces similar action in the U.S. with a lawsuit that has been brought forth by Wolfire Studios and Dark Cat Studios, where the lawsuit has been ongoing since 2021. Last week, Remedy Entertainment spoke out to defend its Epic Games Store publishing deal for Alan Wake 2 following the discussion over its store exclusivity deal. Tim Sweeney, boss of Epic, chimed in saying that on some transactions, Epic wins, on more, Steam wins, but one thing is constant on every transaction: gamers and developers win by having more options and better deals. Oh, great, awesome! I'm glad you said something very obvious. Good job, Tim Sweeney.
You know what's funny?
What?
So, apparently, whenever the Epic game goes on giveaway,
Yep,
the Steam sales for that game skyrocket.
Yeah.
So people pretty much treat the giveaway as like a demo. Like they play it for a little bit on Epic, and they go, "Hey, I really like this game," and they go and buy it on Steam.
Okay, so then tell me how that works. Tell me how that's anti-competitive. People would rather pay a game on Steam than take it for free at another storefront. How do you explain that? How can you say that that's anti-competitive? I don't understand. I really don't. I'll get it. This lawsuit is freaking retarded. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
definitely
a little weird. I mean,
yeah. So I want. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. Finish your thought.
No. I was just gonna break down like the that little thing about what the lawsuit alleges.
Yeah.
So it says here in the paragraph where it says the lawsuit alleges that Steam unfairly imposes platform parity obligations, which prohibits publishers from selling games on rival stores with better terms, causing a restriction in competition. I don't understand what that means. Like party, like parity, as in like
it has to be equal. Everything has to be equal, pretty much. That's what parity means.
Oh, okay.
Parity means that all things must be equal. But I mean, in this case, like, why don't you sue like everyone then? Because like, everyone does that.
Okay, so yeah, so the thing is,
Sony does that. Xbox. Well, I don't know for sure, but I imagine they'll all have something very similar. It was like, hey, like you can't like change the terms of like something on another platform if you want to sell it on here. It has to be the same, like across all.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because then you're like overcharging on one platform and then you're giving it away on another one, and that makes sense. It's kind of stupid. Like, why would I sell your product if we're not gonna even sell that much of it because it's cheaper on another place because you made it that way? All we're asking is you sell it at, like, for example, you sell a game at $60 or $70 on every platform, not just Steam. And by the way, that's the standard for everywhere. And like you said, then in that case, you would have to sue every platform, not just Steam, but Epic, Xbox, Game Store, Game Pass, the Sony PlayStation Store, whatever, what have you. So there is no restriction in competition. That's something that everybody does. So there is no, what's it called, edge. There's no like unfair advantage on any of the storefronts. So that's stupidity number one. Stupidity number two, the legal action has also taken aim at the need to continue buying add-ons for games bought on Steam via Valve's own marketplace, leading to a further reduction in competition. Okay, so now they're alleging that if you buy a game on Steam, you have to buy all the add-ons, all the DLC through Steam, and you can't buy it through anywhere else. Again, that's standard. If I buy a game on Epic, I have to buy the add-ons and the DLCs on Epic. I can't buy a game on Epic and then buy the add-ons through Steam. That makes no sense. That's another thing that's standard on every single platform. You can't buy DLC for PlayStation and then buy the game on Xbox, or buy a game on Xbox Game Pass and then buy the deal, or not buy the game on Xbox Game Pass, but play the game on Game Pass and then get the game on DLC through Sony or what have you. Like, this is a standard everywhere. Again, you'd have to sue everybody for your claim to make sense. So I'm at a loss. I don't know what those two terms. Now, yeah, what do you think about that one? Does that make any sense to you? Or
No,
is there something
it's the same point. It's just
yeah,
weird.
yeah, it's the same point. It's like, oh well, I can't buy DLC on other storefronts. It's like, okay, well, just pick a storefront. No one's making you pick Steam. Like, you can buy the game on all the DLC on Epic or on GOG. Like, come on. And then the final one is, of course, this one I think is the biggest one that people have a problem with, is the 30% cut, which, who cares? That's been the standard forever.
Yeah.
And they tried to... What?
I mean, that is pretty high. I mean, that's more like on the developer end of things. And I know that a lot of developers have said that, yeah, like part of the reason why game companies increase prices in games is because that 30% cuts into profits so much that over time, as game budgets increase, we have to slightly increase the game prices. Like if it went, but the thing is, I know for a fact, like if Steam tomorrow said, all right, guys, we're going to take 15%, those game prices ain't going to come down.
Yeah, exactly. It's just an excuse. It's kind of like inflation. People use that as an excuse to raise prices, but once inflation goes down, for some reason, those prices don't change either. Yeah. So that's kind of like
the bean counters won't let that happen.
No, the bean counters will not let it happen. In fact, they're like, oh, so now we can keep even more of our profits? Yeah, fuck you, consumer. You can take this price hike. So that part is kind of like whatever. And at the very least, actually, the way Steam works is, I think someone broke it down. For the first certain amount of sales is 30%. But it's
$1 million in revenue, I think is what it is.
Yes, and then once you make that $1 million, that cut actually goes down. So, because, you know, you're essentially paying Valve for the privileges of advertising and also making use of Steam's many features, because as we all know, Steam is feature heavy. It is consumer friendly, and everything there is for the consumer, and that's what you're paying for. So eventually, after a certain amount of games sold, you will have essentially paid for the services at a certain point, and then that price cut goes down. So again, I don't get it. I really don't understand. And yeah, and there's other places that have the decrease. I mean, they've already tried it with the Epic Game Store and with EA Play and now Ubisoft Connect. Lol. But no matter what, they can't beat Steam. And you even brought up a perfect example. A game that becomes free for that limited time at Epic Game Store experiences a surge in purchase on Steam that same day or that same week. I'm sorry, but like that's clear as day. Like you can't do better than free, and people would still pay than take a game for free off your platform. So I'm honestly kind of shocked that this lawsuit went through. I think the tribunal is corrupt and they got paid off to let it go through, because
no, I mean, I'm sure there's a bit more nuance to it. Usually at these kinds of things, the bar to like enter it is a lot lower than the actual ruling. The ruling is really like what truly matters. I mean, it sucks for Steam or Valve that it got to this point, but usually the bar for that, like, okay, that we can go through, is usually kind of low.
Yeah.
So maybe they just said like, oh, like you're just convincing enough, right? Because like I remember a few episodes back, there was something about no, actually I don't think we did cover this, but because you know what's going on with GTA 6, right? And like there's guys who got fired.
This sounds very familiar. Can you refresh my memory, please?
Yeah, like they were being accused of leaking secrets of the company, but it turns out that they were on a Discord channel with a bunch of union members, and they're being accused of union busting.
Oh, that's right. Because they accused them. Yes, I think we did cover this. They accused them of selling secrets, which is what they fired them. However, they're alleging that the real reason that they fired them was for union busting. But they used the secret things as a cover up. Yeah. I think we did cover this. This sounds very familiar.
I don't know if we covered that part. We covered the part. Well, no, because there's a follow up to it where they went to a judge, and they were like, "Hey, like we want you to demand $2K to give us our severance pay, or like all the pay the pay they owe us for getting us off because it was unfair."
Yeah,
of course. And then their GTA's argument, or Take-Two's argument was like, "Well, we didn't lay them off because they were union. We laid them off because they were doing this thing, and we have evidence of this because some of these members that we did fire were not part of that union or not part of that group. So therefore, like, we weren't there. And the
okay.
judge took that argument, but then she also noted, like, hey, like the bar for this is very low. So like, just because I'm saying that they can't pay, doesn't mean I think that was right what they did, or that the ruling will be the same.
Yeah, of course.
So I think that there's something similar to this. Yeah, because I don't want to throw accusations like, oh, you're so corrupt or whatever. It's just the way thing works. It's weird, but that's how it works.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just to get things started, because they want to get things moving along as quickly as possible so they can move on to the next case.
Yeah, I guess so. And then I'm not familiar with UK law.
Neither am I, but I imagine based off that and what I'm extrapolating, that's more or less how it goes.
Yeah, it's just it's weird because all these legal grounds, they seem to fall flat, upon further discussion. Because in reality, like I said, if this is something that they want to change, then they should sue every game platform, because every game platform does what Valve does. It's just Valve does it, I guess, better, or I don't even know how to say it. They just do it better. So, but we'll see how it goes. The lawsuit's moving forward. I'm sure there's going to be a trial, and we'll see what they do. But still, people would rather pay for a game on Steam than get it for free on Epic, and that should be open and shut case. But we'll let it play out, and we'll see where it goes.
All right. So, how about you sign us off?
All right, absolutely. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Two Part Connection. We really appreciate you guys giving us a watch. Please like the video if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below if there's any games that you want us to play, or if there's any news stories that you want us to cover. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and you'll get updates on when we post our podcasts. This is the best way to watch our podcast. However, if you can't, there are audio versions available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. We also have a handle on Twitter. No, we will not call it X. And you could find us at our handle at Two More Podcasts. So give us a follow, tag us in some memes, send us some memes, and we'll have ourselves a good time.
Yeah. So thanks again for watching, listening. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Peace.
Bye, everybody.